Hello people, I'm Jaby Koay, joined by Achara KIRK.
What's up?
We've got a trailer here called IRUL, and it's starring Fahadh, yes, I got that right, Fahadh Faasil from Kumbalanga Nights, as well as Soubin, Shahir, Darshana, Rajendran, and this is a Malayalam film. We have a description here in the description. Is our heart racing because of this trailer or because of Fahadh Faasil? Guess we'll have to watch IRUL to find out. You guys tell me how to pronounce that. A dark, rainy night, an empty house, a stranded couple, and an unknown man. A sleek game of the cat and the mouse starts playing on as the three of them find a dead body in the basement. The movie takes the shape of an old-fashioned whodunit, the kind with mystery, suspense, and a house which feels like a mousetrap, leaving us questioning who is the killer. Find out in IRUL on April 2nd on Netflix. So, this is definitely Achara's bag, cup of tea, Coca-Cola. All right, here we go.
അതെ അയാൾ നടത്തിയ 6 കൊല 6 അല്ല 5 കൊല അഞ്ച് കൊല അതിന്റെ പിന്നിലെ കാരണം പക ആരോട് സ്ത്രീകളോട് അമ്മയാണ് പക്ഷെ പകയ്ക്ക് പിന്നിലുള്ള കാരണം നിങ്ങളുടെ കൃതിയിൽ വ്യക്തമാണ്.
That guy was in Kumbalanga Nights, wasn't he? Also, as the older brother in the movie?
Was he?
Oh, he looks like him if he's not him.
Stop it! I need to fucking know what happened downstairs!
This looks intense. I didn't really get all of that stuff that we read in the description in the trailer.
That's why it's good to read the description.
Especially when you're watching something from South India, because as we know, they don't give away too much in the trailer. I mean, from the trailer itself, I got the sense that Fahadh Faasil's character is definitely giving me some creepy vibes. He's an author, and he wrote a book based on this serial killer or something. Right? Now they're in a house. Is it the author's house? And then like something weird's going on and it's very, very intense and very tense feeling. Like I felt like it was hard to breathe.
This actor is in Kumbalanga Nights.
Oh, good shout.
And he works a lot. This guy, ever since 2013, this dude has been, or 2014,
What's
whatever.
His name?
He works a lot. His name is Soubin Shahir.
Right.
He's a very, very frequently working actor. I mean, he's got so many films in pre-production right now and completed that haven't even, so dude's got talent, obviously.
Yeah, great cast.
So that's cool for them to, reunite and for this like scary film. This definitely has piqued my interest because it feels very thrilling and suspenseful. Oftentimes when you have a scary movie in the States, it doesn't scare me because it's focused on the gore. Whereas I prefer films that are focused on the suspense, the mystery, what you don't see that's freaking you out. That is way more intriguing to me. And so this is totally up my alley as the kind of film that I would be into. I like that suspenseful scariness.
Yeah.
Way more. That actually genuinely gets me scared when I'm watching a movie versus like gore, guts, and innards and all that stuff.
And I feel like there's some sort of psychological element in there too, because the lady turned the gun on the dude and then she turned it on herself. I'm like, what's going on? Why would you do that? Like, who's the bad guy in this? Why are you like threatening to do that? My mind is just like, what's going on here?
Well, what they've effectively done here, as they often do with the regional trailers, is they have established the tone.
Yes.
And they showed you faces that you're familiar with if you're paying attention to Malayalam films, and they're both really, really good actors from Kumbalanga Nights. I don't know who this actress is, but the two actors I'm familiar with, and I like them in that film a lot. And so, okay, I go, all right, I know these actors. They're really, really talented. and I get the setting where this is taking place. It's very creepy, deepy kind of shit, and it's very unsettling. And so I'm signing up for that. I'm signing up for the cinematography and how cool it is, and it's given me a lot of questions about that. I'm all in. I want to see this. You know, I don't need it. Any more commercials necessarily to watch it. Like, I'm intrigued enough that I would want to watch it based on the merits of the actors and the vibe of the movie, because I know that it's more about the psychological thriller thing. That's the angle they're going for, not Saw. And it seems like it's totally your speed as well, given that it's sort of a, you know, it's a whodunit kind of Clue.
Yeah, it's definitely got that type
Clue with an edge.
With an edge, yeah, very much so. I think more of an edge than, say, a Knives Out type of film, which is kind of taking that genre and modernizing it a little, whereas this feels way creepier.
Sure. Knives Out did have its own edge to it. It was just more focused on the tongue-in-cheek aspect of things.
Yeah.
It was more goofy.
It was very self-aware.
Yeah, this might have goofy elements that we're just not aware of because the trailer is more focused on a singular tone, whereas when you get there might be more layers to it than the trailer would initially have you believe.
And here's the thing that I'm wondering, right? Because Fahadh Faasil is playing this author character as someone who's...
He looks extremely questionable.
Yeah, really questionable. And so I'm wondering, is that a misdirect? Because when I look at stuff like this, immediately my mind is going, all right, well then, who did it? And I go, okay, well, is it the obvious one? Is it the author because he seems genuinely creepy? Is that what they're trying to get me to do? Or is it someone else that we don't even know? In which case I'm immediately going, okay, well, which of these characters, or is it a character that I haven't seen yet? Or is there like a secret reason that's gonna kind of make us go, oh, why did that creepy deepy guy do that? I did not expect that.
I think that this might be based on a film called The Knot. Never mind, it's not based on The Knot. Basically, this is an adaptation. It says adapted from Malayalam because Sunil Yadav is the guy who wrote the initial screenplay. So I immediately thought, oh, well then surely that is The Knot. Or
the primary screenplay.
Let me see what he's done here. Writer, or no, it would more likely be Gudia Kishadi.
That's about a wedding.
I don't know. I don't know what the original thing was. Maybe he wrote it for a different region and then the Malayalam folks are like, we'll do it. And they adapted it from the Malayalam industry. Maybe that's what happened. But so we got several writers here, but the director is Nasif Yusuf Izzuddin, and it's his very first film.
Wow.
So that's pretty crazy. As I clicked on his name on IMDb here, and that's the only credit that I can see is
wild.
IRUL. Yeah, so that's pretty wild. Good on you, man. I mean, for it being his first movie, it feels extremely suspenseful, and that's really cool. It got my attention, and he knows how to pick them. This could be like a memento in terms of his career, because you know, Christopher Nolan's first big movie was Memento, and he hired 2 actors from The Matrix, John Pantoliano and
Carrie-Anne Moss.
Carrie-Anne Moss, yeah.
I was like, was Guy Pearce in The Matrix and I just didn't realize? No.
Yes, he was Neo. So you guys, thanks so much for hanging out with us. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Be sure to check out Achara KIRK on the social media. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that bell icon, all notifications. I'm Jaby Koay. This is
Achara KIRK.
Peace out.